got me down again.
Hold up a second, because this story completely changed, and here's why. Hi, my name's Tom, your friendly e-skate nomad, and on my channel I like to review the latest in e-skate technology. So if you're into personal electric transport as much as I am, click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our next e-skate adventure. We're going to be taking a look at the latest in boutique boards with the Lorentz Major V2 electric skateboard. So originally the plan for this review was to test ride the board and make a full in-depth review. However, the plan completely changed because I completely fell in love with this board and asked Chris from Lorentz if I could use this board for the week of eSkateCon for all the local group rides and events for the following week. But before we talk more about the following events, I want to talk more about the updated Major V2. So as I said at the start of this video, the Major V2 sits in the boutique board market, which means we are looking at what I like to call a big boy board. So let's talk about the specs. Now the deck is 46.8 inches by 19.7 inches by 7.9 inches. Now the deck really impressed me, and it's made from Canadian maple mixed with 3 layers of carbon fiber. Now the deck actually has very deep curves, and it has one of the harshest decks that I have ever stood on. But I really liked with this deck that you knew exactly where you were and you could really lock your feet in so you can produce the deepest and harshest of carves. Now if we're talking about carves, this is one thing that completely blew me away, simply how agile the trucks are. Now these trucks being 19 inches wide and made from a single piece of CNC precision machine 60/64 aluminum, you can see these trucks are built to last. You can see that these trucks are inspired by mountain board channel trucks, and they kind of have a similar bushing system with something like a La Croix. So if you like that style, you're going to be in familiar territory with this board. So if you like those kind of trucks but you want something a little bit more nimble, then you're in for a real treat with these trucks. Now the battery is a massive 1500 watt battery in a 14S 6-speed configuration. The cells they are using are the trusted Samsung 50S cells with a 150 amp smart BMS. Now this board is paired with an absolutely ridiculous 15 amp charger, which will charge your board from dead in approximately 2 hours. Now in my opinion, I would have preferred a more smaller 10 amp charger, for example, because this would bring the cost down a little bit. And with that size, that charger, it'll be more travel size, and they'll be able to take it on more group rides and also make it a little bit more affordable as well. Now with that huge battery and this charger, there is no way you're going to have any range anxiety at all. Now a lot of the features with this board are normally optional upgrades with other companies, such as the CNC Precision Machine 60/64 aluminum hubs and steel gear drive system, which I can say is a huge plus from me. Now this board is being paired with dual 7185 custom brushless sensored motors with a power output around 5,500 watts each, which gives you an advertised top speed of around 40 miles an hour, or around 64 kilometers an hour, which in my experience was pretty much on the point with the top speed that I was producing whilst riding this board. Now one thing that really sets this board apart from other boards is its unique RGB status light that gives you at a glance the board's battery levels as well as the acceleration and braking curve you're applying. This absolutely wicked board also comes with 2 laser ambient lights. Now with these lights, they shine 2 wide lasers on the side of the board, which is super cool, which means that when you're out for those night rides, you have a nice wide footprint, which is good to see at night. Now the remote is absolutely packed with features, enabling you the ability to control your incorporated lights, see all your battery stats, which include speed, battery percentage, accurate battery capacity, cell status, and also a full access customizing your acceleration and braking on your display to make every ride your own. Now, as I said at the start of this video, the story of this review completely changed. And after the few hours of testing this board, I completely fell in love with it. I asked if I could represent Lorentz at eSkateCon, the biggest e-skate event of the year, and here is how it went. Shredding this board at eSkateCon, I was able to come second in my first race and then first place in my second race. Now the only reason I was able to do this with a larger boutique board was because of the sheer power and amazing agility of this board. Now it's time for the finals of the Sportsman category, and after pushing this board to the max as hard as I could, unfortunately I wasn't able to get a podium finish, but it was one hell of a race and it's absolutely wicked representing the Major 2 at eSkateCon. I was super impressed with the performance of this board, and as you can imagine, this board is not designed for racing, but it performed super well. Overall, I'd say the Lorentz Major V2 is the future of boutique boards, being packed full of features, having amazing extras such as the gear drive, the lights, accessories as standard. We're looking for a really good future in the e-skate scene. If you're looking for your next high-speed, high-range board, don't look any further than the Lorentz Major V2. And if you're interested in getting your own Major V2, there'll be a discount code in the description which gives a little bit of pushback to the channel and saves you a bit of money. And if you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing for the latest in e-skate technology. And as always, stay safe, stay shredding, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace! By the way, they do an absolutely monster size 10-inch version of this board as well.